My darling shades of creative and everyone, absolutely. Welcome to today's episode. And the topic is very important and it's on fire. That is how to write like a pro. And I don't mean copywriting as an advertisement. And definitely, I don't mean copywriting as an intellectual property. But I mean that when you write, if you have a typo, and I guess all of you know that there are grammar police everywhere, but a small typo can make a massive difference, and it can literally ruin your mood for the day. And I'm a copywriter. I may be extra nerd about it, but it works on anyone. So you don't have to be a pro, you don't have to be a professional writer, or you don't have to have years of experience, because as I said in my previous episode, that the internet is a buffet of services, and use them accordingly. Use it to the fullest. So this one is precisely for absolutely anyone. For copywriters, of course, if you are an aspiring copywriter and if you want to be a copywriter, then this is a, must for you, what I am going to say. If you are an entrepreneur or you are a solo starter and you need to post contents on your social media, if you are not a solo startup, let's say you are just browsing and you are just posting contents on Facebook or Twitter or any other social media, any of you can use it. If you're a copywriter, maybe you can help with some more tips in the comment section, or maybe we can make a different episode. So let's get started. The first tool we need is Grammarly.com. You can see it in the description. That Grammarly.com, you can see I am right on that website. So let's go to the home page. That is Grammarly.com. I believe you can see, and you can here. If you haven't signed up, you can follow the link from the description. Grammarly is absolutely everywhere, and this is a massive, massive game changer. You can correct your grammar, you can correct your spelling, you can check your documents, you can have it for your browser, that is Firefox, or if you are using Chrome, you can have it for Chrome, you can have it for Explorer, if any of you use that. You can have it for Microsoft, the Windows. You can also have Grammarly keyboard for your Android or iPhone. So go to Grammarly, and on the left panel, that is on the third option is apps. Click on apps, and you can see Grammarly for Microsoft Office, Grammarly for Windows, and you can have Grammarly for Firefox, Grammarly for Chrome, whatever your browser is. You can go to Google Play Store and you can have Grammarly keyboard. So since I am signed in, I am just having these options. You can have it. So what Grammarly does is, if you write anything, it will correct, and once you go to their website, they will guide you through this. And it also has a premium program that has a lot more options. So you can check it. Yeah, there are different plans, and Grammarly even have rewards once you sign in. If you are a professional writer, maybe you should sign in. If you are a copywriter, or you are a graphic designer, or maybe if you need to write by profession, then what you need to do is you create an account. Grammarly even has an award. It keeps track of how much you write and how many words have you written and what is your mistake rate and how many correct words do you write and what is your productivity. Grammarly keeps track of absolutely everything, so this is the best. Once you download Grammarly, what do? I have Grammarly here on my Firefox. As you can see, here is that green. Maybe I can bring it closer. You can see the green on the right, that green circle with an arrow like a G. Excellent logo, by the way. If you are a graphic designer, this is one of the most brilliant logos that I have seen, the logo of Grammarly. Okay, so once you have downloaded, you will see it on your browser. So what you do is, you don't go to Instagram or you don't go to Facebook and start writing. Remember this, what I have told before, that is, after you have written down your ideas on a paper with a pen, what you do is you install Grammarly, of course, then you go to Notepad. The link is notepad.com/. notepad.pw. This is an online notepad. It saves your progress without even signing in, without absolutely anything. Let's say I have written I have written 50 Shades of Creative. If I close this browser now and reopen it, if I shut down my PC and reopen it, it will still be there. So notepad.pw, this is a very, very helpful resource for all of you out there. What you do is you go to notepad.pw and then you write. Let's start writing. How to write like a pro. Let's see what happens. Yes. Do you see that when I made a mistake with pro, it red marked my spelling? That Facebook doesn't do inherently. You need to have Grammarly for that. If you don't have Grammarly, or if you do have, like I have Grammarly, but it still doesn't detect this mistake here. This is tech. There are some errors, there are some bugs, and sometimes it just takes time. What you do is, to avoid all these risks, you go to notepad.pw and start writing. And once you make a mistake, you have that and you right click. It will give you the correct option and you click Pro. Let's say it still doesn't detect. There is another option that you can check. Let's point on any word and then right click. It will give you an option of check spelling. You can turn it on and it will check your spelling. If this option is not on, you can do it. This is for Firefox. Chrome has its spell check. So let's start typing again. Let's see. When I wrote resources, I made a spelling mistake. And what resources do you need? And I made mistake. I right click and I correct. I think my connection is slow because Okay, so what resources do you need? And then it will be red marked and you can correct all your typos. So if you do not have Grammarly, that's okay. You can use notepad.pw. If you have apps, if you do not have apps, don't bother. I have it on all the time. Before you post absolutely anything, first write it on notepad.pw and then you check your spell over and over again. Maybe you have apps or you don't have apps. I will help you with finding what you need. Another option you can use if you do not want to download Grammarly, because you have to download. Some of you may prefer an online app that can directly help you without downloading. You go to free online spell checker. And the site is onlinespellcheck.com. You can search with the free online spell checker. You will have many options, Grammarly on top, but this is the website that I followed for a while, and sometimes I still follow. And I have given you the link in the description. You can see. So, yeah, leave your proofreading to us. Simply copy and paste your text into the box. So let's write it here. I want to write about the library. How many mistakes have I made? Did you see? So it is all red marked. This is actually Grammarly correction. Okay, the red marks that you see, this is Grammarly app working here, and you can see the red circle. These are Grammarly corrections. Let's say I avoid Grammarly correction. But how does Grammarly work? If you click here, you just point your cursor. You don't have to click, and it will show you the option. Facebook, and here it will be about. So I am not using Grammarly right now because I want online spell check to do this for me. So I will click on check text. Yes, I want to write about and here is your option, my option, about the live I'm going to do on Facebook. So you see it has some, where Facebook has been automatically corrected. That was by Grammarly. The Facebook was not capitalized. And here it is, the first word, the name. And here about is corrected. So this is how you do online. You go to this website, type absolutely anything, and you can, it will correct you. And then you copy this again, that is control. You just copy text from here and you go to Facebook, or you let's say Google, anywhere. You go there and then you paste it. Before, let's say if it were Facebook, I would do this on Facebook. So that's how you avoid any kind of typo. And about this online spell check, it pretty much has many more facilities for free users. You don't even have to log in, or you don't even have to sign up. What you do, you can enter a URL to do the spell check. Let's say I want to check this website, that is 101 slogans that I was reading earlier. I was just reading brandtags.com, brandsandtags.com. Let's say I am copying this URL, and I can go here and I can enter enter. So this will be working. It is perfect. And then what you can do is you can, the corrected format, you can download as PDF. I don't think you guys need this. If you are a writer, let me know in the comment section, and I will make a separate episode for you on YouTube maybe, or here, whatever you need. So these are the tools you need. Remember that first you need to write everything on a paper with a pen, your ideas. But once you have proceeded, once you need to post, and once you are making contents for your page or your online appearance, what you do is you first write it on Notepad, and that's your first go. Or you can directly write it on online spell checker. But for absolutely everyone, I would suggest that you go to Grammarly and download any app that you can have for your Windows, for your Mac, for your browser, for your phone. You download Grammarly keyboard. That's it for today. And another thing, I need to tell you how to check your copy. Once you have written on a paper with a pen, there is a secret technique to proofreading, and I need to tell you that. Let's say I have written this. Can you see the paper? Let's say I have written this copy, the standard uncompromised. If this is my handwriting, or if you have written it on a paper with a pen, always proofread backwards. That is, read uncompromised, standard, the line, payoff. This is how you check, so you don't miss. Because when you read from the very beginning, what you do is you read. This is actually a client's work. It's a TBC synopsis that I'm giving you as an example. What you do is if you read that is payoff, line, the standard, uncompromised, your eyes read very quickly. It has all of you have seen that tricky text where everything is written, I think, like this. If you can read something like that, if you can read this, you are brilliant. You are among the very few brilliant people, maybe something like this. But guess what? Your eyes and your brain has a capacity to arrange the letters, alphabets, and make up words. This is the skill of your brain. Once you start reading, your brain will make up the word and give you a clear picture. Once you start reading backward, that's when you know if you have made a mistake, because your brain doesn't read backwards. So if, I don't know. Okay, now we can see much clearer. Let's say if you have written this on a paper, or if you are writing this, what you will do is you will read backward. That is need, you, do. Resources, what? Pro, a, like, right, to, how. And that's how you know that you haven't made any mistake. So that's it for today. I think I did well. And for any of you who have any kind of questions, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you are doing right now. Are you a designer? Are you a creative professional? Or are you an entrepreneur or startup? Or even if you are my friend, let me know so I can give you a distant hug. Feel free to share this video. Feel free to tag anyone you know and invite as many people as you want, because these things are helpful for absolutely anyone. I will make sure that things are easier for you, simpler for you, and to make sure that you don't make the mistakes I did. Love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.